He's supposed to be our unofficial taste tester.
Sorry I'm so late. We had to feed the alligators.
Ah, it's a shame they couldn't wait for our thrilly chili.
So, shall we get started?
Ours is still warming on the stove. Would you please go get it?
Sure, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
So, can you finally tell us what's in your secret chili?
I don't know, Bun. What do you think? Okay.
Mr. Moose, there are 2 pots on the stove.
Oh, yes, Captain. One of those is rice. The other one's the chili.
Is the top of your chili pot supposed to be rising?
Yeah, I guess so. That would probably be the cornmeal. That stuff really expands when you cook it up.
Oh, my.
What was that sound, Captain?
Now I know why they call it thrilly chili.
Ooh, maybe we should have called it spilly chili. Oh, Bun, we blew it. Our thrilly chili slimed the captain. And we've got to start all over again tomorrow. What could be worse? You tired, Bun? Are you going to bed? Okay. Good night, Bun.
Good night, Mr. Moose.
Good night, Captain. Oh, and Captain, once again, we're really sorry for bursting our chili bubble all over you and everything.
I know, Mr. Moose. Thank you. Sleep tight.
Good night. I'm tired too. Well, from now on, it's the food pyramid all the way for me. Yep, that's it.
Oh, Your Majesty, Royal Tutankhamun, you royal moose-roll of the Nile. We have followed your commands and have come up with new ways to show you the royal food pyramid. First, your royal builder.
Oh, Tutankhamun's great moose roll of the Nile. I, your humble royal builder, submit to you the plans for the great food pyramid of Lick Your Chops.
What would anyone want with all that food in the desert? What else have we got?
The royal nutritionist.
The great food pyramid is all about juggling the different food groups in your daily diet. Vegetables, fruits, and eggs. Don't forget about dairy products. Juggling milk is way too messy. Add bread to this combination, and you have a perfectly balanced guide for your daily food choices.
Well, Tutankhamun, what do you think? Oh, Moose Row of the Nile. Moose Row of the Nile. Moose Row of the Nile. Mr. Moose, you've been asleep for a while.
Oh, Captain, I had the wildest dream. It was about the food pyramid and juggling all the food groups. I guess I need to learn even more about good nutrition before I try to enter the chili cook-off this afternoon.
Well, I know someone who can give you the answers you're looking for. Digit, are you there?
Copernicus P-Digit at your service.
Can you help us learn more about nutrition?
Dietetically doable, Captain. I've got something cooking for you right now. Watch this.
When I get up, want to start off right. Think I could eat everything in sight. What's good for me, eat healthily. Enjoy a wide variety. When you give your body all these good things, it's a feeling that can't be beat. What you are is what you eat. So make sure your diet is complete. What you are is what you eat. Let's talk about lunch. It's time to munch. Fruits and veggies, eat them up by the bunch. Carbohydrates and proteins too, to energize the things we do. And by the time you eat your dinner, you can top it off with something sweet. 'Cause what you are is what you eat. So make sure your diet is complete. What you are, hey, is what you eat. What you are is what you eat. Come on now.
Thanks, Digit.
You're welcome. Copernicus P. Digit signing off.
What do you think?
So I am what I eat, eh, Captain?
And what you read. I've got a story in Storybook Corner about some foxes who deal with nutrition. Shall we read it together?
Now that's cooking, Captain.
Here it is. This is a fun story about a fine family of foxes. It's called Four Famished Foxes and Fosdyke, and it's by Pamela Duncan Edwards with illustrations by Henry Cole. Once, down a foxhole, lived a family of fox kids. There was Frank, there was Floyd, there were Freddie and Flo. Fosdyke made 5. Farewell, cried their fox mom. I'm off for 5 days in Florida. I feel you can now find food for yourselves. What fun, cried Frank. We'll filch fowl from the farmyard. We're fierce, we're fearless, agreed Floyd, Fred, and Flo. Frankly, said Fosdyke, I'm rather fond of French food. Flibberty-gibbet, yelled Flo. What a fool, added Frank. What a failure to foxhood, the ferocious four cried. Fiddlesticks, said Fosdyke, as he flambéed some fungi. A fox is a fox, whatever the food. February 4th, 4:15 a.m. The moon shone like a floodlight as with furtive footsteps they crossed the field toward the farmyard. But oh, what a fracas faced the flabbergasted fellows. The fowl were forewarned and began to fight back. 4 frantic foxes fled to the foxhole to escape from the fray. I'm fainting, gasped Frank. I'm famished, whispered Flo. How did those feather-brained fowl know we were near? Don't tell Fosdyke, fussed Fred, or he'll know we have failed. Fosdyke was frosting a flan of fresh fruit. Fun hunting? He asked. Fantastic, they fibbed. February 4th, 5:15 a.m. Fingers of moonlight fell on the foxes as they flitted once more toward the farmyard. Suddenly, up flashed the figure of the furious farmer. Fiends, he fumed with a fierce frown. Frank flinched, Fred floundered, Flo fell flat on her face. In a frantic frenzy, the 4 of them fled. Fosdyke was frying a pan of fresh figs. Fun hunting? He asked, flinging in fennel to taste. We're famished, they howled. We're fed up, they cried. We're finished with farmyard. We've got to find food. Fabulous, said Fosdyke, for I've made quite a feast. First-class food, said Frank. All my favorites, fawned Floyd. What fascinating flavors, cried Freddie and Flo. But, fretted Frank, we're still failures and fakes. How did those flapdoodles figure out we were near? Said Fosdyke, I feel I must tell you. It's foolish to forage when there's a full moon. In a flash, the foxes faced up to their folly. Why, funny old Fosdyke, the 4 of them cried. How foxy of you to fathom that out. Furthermore, said Fosdyke, tomorrow's going to be foggy. I fancy you'll find that's a fine time to set forth. But in case fate's against you, I'll be fixing a fondue, and I'll make it a feast big enough to feed 5. February 5th, 5:15 a.m. For a fox is a fox, whatever the food. Well, I think we're nutritionally up to speed. What do you guys think?
Up to speed's the right word, Captain. How are we ever going to get a chili recipe ready for the cook-off?
You don't have to. I've got an idea. Take a look at this.
That's an interesting plate, Joey.
That's right. I made it to look like the food pyramid.
Joey and I are going to serve our chili in it.
I was thinking, Mr. Moose, what if we took our chili, which already has some veggies and some meat for protein, and we put it on top of some of the rice that you guys made, which is a grain product.
And we can add some cheese for toppings, which is a dairy product.
Oh, and then we put a candy bar up at the top, maybe with some fruit for dessert.
Right. Then we can call it Treasure House Chili.
And you've got all your food groups covered. Way to go, Joey.
Thanks.
There's only one ingredient missing.
What's that, Mr. Moose?
Well, I think it needs a little more knock-knock.
I should have known. All right, who's there?
New,
Who?
nutritionally balanced keeps us healthy, like balancing a ping with a pong.
Mr. Moose, Bunny, and Joey learned the importance of eating lots of healthy foods. That's a great way to grow and stay strong, isn't it? By the way, thanks to Joey's suggestion and by following the food group pyramid, the chili cook-off was a big success. Our Treasure House chili won first prize. But of course, good nutrition was the real winner. So stay right here. We have many more good things in store for you at the Treasure House.
The preceding program is part of Cable in the Classroom, a service of the cable television industry and your local cable company.